we're going to look at Beam payment proof and UTXOs within the CLI and the GUI Beam wallets. So first things first, get onto the beam.mw website and go to the downloads section. Find the command line interface wallet for your selected platform and click the link to install. This will download the software which runs the Beam CLI wallet. Put it onto wherever you want to save it to, and once it's saved you can go ahead and extract it. The CLI wallet runs from a basic command line from your computer, and this tutorial will show you how to use some, if not most, of the functions of that wallet, including payment proof and how to set up a new address. So we're installing this into a folder called Beam CLI, making a new folder on the desktop to put that into, and let's just verify that all the files that I need are where they should be. So using my file explorer, I'll open the window there, let's have a look into where I put it. There we go, there's my folder I've created, and there are the files that I need. So let's get that command line open, and we will navigate to where I have put the files, which is desktop Beam CLI. There we go. And first things first, we need to initialize this wallet. Initializing the wallet will give us the seed phrase that we want if we ever want to restore it, and the initial default address. So it'll ask you for a password. So let's enter a password and confirm the password. And there we go. We have our seed phrase and our initial default address. So the next thing we need to do is to ensure that our wallet is completely synchronized to the Beam blockchain. So by using the command beam wallet listen, and I'm going to put the node I want to listen through. I'm going to use a remote node at this moment in time for ease of use. You can find those nodes on the downloads page at the bottom of the page. Depending on your region in the world, you want EU for Europe, US for America, AP for Asia, as you can see at the bottom there. I'm going to use EU, and that'll be the closest to my region. So if I copy that, and then I want to paste it into there, and click return, it will then ask me my password, which I'll key in there, and it will tell you which block height you are synchronized to. So you can double check that by going to the Beam Block Explorer, which is on the same heading as your downloads on the website, and on there you'll see the Blockchain Explorer height, which is concurrent with the wallet. Now the Block Explorer will be maybe one block out. That's just basically the timing it takes to publish onto the internet. And moving on, we now want to do a transaction. We're going to try and receive some beams into this command line interface wallet. To do so, I'm going to set a new address which never expires, so I'm not going to use the default address which was given at the initialization of the wallet. I'm going to set a new address, and I'm going to put in the expiration time as never, so this is an address which will always work. What's my password? And it will give me a new address. So there's the address to which I'm going to try to receive beams. So from there, let's move on to another machine with the Beam wallet. I've got some beams in here, as you can see. I'm going to try and send. So I'm going to paste that address into there, and I'm going to make sure that's correct. And the amount to send, I'm going to put 50 beams, and the transaction fee as 10 groth. I'll leave a comment on there so I know which transaction that was, and I'm going to send it. Simple as that. And that shows there as waiting for receiver. So let's go back to the CLI wallet on the other machine, and looking at this, we are going to make sure that this wallet is listening for this transaction, and as you can see, that is immediately populating the printout there with the transaction it is receiving and the fee and the address to which it's received. So we can see that the transaction has been accepted and we're just waiting for it to confirm. And this print screen will populate with the next block as it is received, and you'll see that all coming in. There we go. So now we want to ensure that we can get payment proof for this transaction. So this is the receiving wallet, and I'm going to check out the list of transactions that this wallet has, also TX history. There we go. And as you can see, you've got a kernel ID and a TX ID. So here we go, back into the GUI wallet, and there is our payment proof code. So I'm going to take that, copy the code, and that will move us back then to the CLI wallet, and we want to put this command in: Beam wallet, payment proof verify, payment proof ID there, copied in, and then that should print out a screen to tell us that that transaction was completed successfully from the sender address to the receiver address, the amount, kernel ID, and that it had been verified fully. So that there is proof of payment. So let's now send those coins back, and we'll get proof of payment again that we're sending it back to the GUI wallet. To do so, we want to get the info of the wallet, and there we have the transaction that took place. So let's go and get an address in our GUI wallet to receive it back to. So I'll click receive here, make the address never expiring, and give it a comment. And there we go. Let's do that, and I'm gonna copy that address just like so, and close that there. Now back to the CLI wallet, we want this command line as our sending. There we go, and that's put in there. You can see that command line in the documentation, which is linked to this video, and it's asking us to put in a password, and there it's sending the 50 coins back. Now I've done this with a 0 fee, so it may take a wee while to send back to the GUI wallet. I'll just give this a little minute just to make sure that this wallet is keeping synchronized. There we go, there's the next block height, and I've Control C that. Excellent. Let's get the TX history, and from the TX history we're going to take some amount of that TX ID to make sure that we can get payment proof in the GUI wallet. So there we have it, the TX ID for that sending transaction is right there. Let's double check that that's going to be sending okay. And yeah, the transaction is there. There are zeros in the kernel ID, but that's just because the GUI wallet is still waiting to receive those coins, which isn't a problem. We can just wait for that to go, and after that receives completely, I'll run you through getting the payment proof in the GUI wallet. And to do so, the receiver is going to need the sender to send the code, that's the proof of payment code, to them, and to get that in the CLI wallet, which is the sending wallet, is proof export TXID. There's your TXID. Let's paste that there. Of course, ensuring that your command line is complete by adding in the Beam wallet command at the start of that command. No problem. There we go. And that will give us a long string of numbers and letters which relates to the proof of payment code. So you want to then get that code, copy it, send it to the receiver so that they can check the proof of payment on that, and back into the command line wallet, and clicking the little proof of payment button there gives you a window option, proof of payment verification. You paste that in and it gives you the complete details of the payment proof verification so that you know you can keep that for your records It gives you all the details that you need going forwards. So what is a UTXO within the Beam wallet? On a technical level, in Beam, like most other cryptocurrencies, your balance emerges as a result of multiple incoming and outgoing transactions. Each transaction uses some existing inputs and creates new outputs. All the outputs controlled by the wallet are shown in this, the UTXO screen. The type of UTXO can be regular, change, transaction fee, or Coinbase. Coinbase and a transaction fee UTXO are only relevant to solo mining. The Coinbase is a UTXO that you have mined, has a maturity of 4 hours or thereabouts, and will not be immediately seen in the available tab. And the transaction fee are fees received as a result of mining a block which contains transactions. Most commonly you will see in your wallet are regular and change UTXOs. The regular UTXO is received as a result of a normal transaction. It is immediately available for spending after confirmation. The change is a UTXO received as a result of change from a transaction, and it is also available for spending. I hope again this little how-to guide has proved useful for you. Links are in the description for all the info that you need to find relating to this video.
Beam Vlogs by
Thanks for
Raskul
joining me.
from the Rabbit
All
Hole.
the best.